Welcome back to another video by Automation Knowledge. Today, we embark on a journey through time, exploring the darkest chapters of human history, a history marked by invisible enemies that have shaped civilizations and decimated populations. One virus nearly wiped out 60% of Europe. Could it happen again? Join me as we delve into the terrifying world of pandemics, from the Black Death that ravaged medieval Europe to the Spanish flu that swept across the globe, leaving millions dead in its wake. Our journey begins in the 14th century, a time when the world was a very different place. Imagine, if you will, a world without the advancements of modern medicine, a world where superstition and fear reigned supreme. It was in this world that the Black Death, a plague of unprecedented scale, emerged, leaving an indelible mark on human history. Carried by fleas residing on rodents, the plague, we now know, was caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. It spread like wildfire through trade routes, silently and invisibly, reaching the shores of Europe with devastating consequences. The symptoms were horrific, painful, swollen lymph nodes, fever, chills, and a blackening of the skin that gave the plague its morbid name. Death, when it came, was often swift and agonizing. Imagine entire villages decimated, their streets littered with the bodies of the dead and dying. The stench of decay permeated the air, a constant reminder of the invisible enemy that stalked the land. The Black Death spared no one, striking down rich and poor alike. Panic gripped the hearts of men as they watched their loved ones succumb to the relentless disease. Doctors, ill-equipped to combat the unknown enemy, were helpless to stop its advance. Their treatments, often based on bloodletting and purging, did little to alleviate the suffering, and may have even hastened the demise of their patients. The social and economic consequences were catastrophic. With so many dead, fields lay fallow, trade ground to a halt, and the very fabric of society began to unravel. Yet from the ashes of this devastation, a new world would eventually emerge. The Black Death, as horrific as it was, forced humanity to confront its mortality and ultimately paved the way for advancements in medicine, sanitation, and our understanding of disease. But the spectre of the Black Death serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of human existence and the devastating power of infectious diseases. As the 19th century drew to a close and the world teetered on the brink of a new era, another invisible enemy emerged from the shadows. The Spanish flu would infect 500 million people worldwide, leaving an unimaginable number dead. The year was 1918. World War I raged across Europe, claiming millions of lives. Amidst the chaos, a new enemy began to spread. The Spanish flu, a deadly strain of influenza, emerged in spring 1918. Its origins remain shrouded in mystery, but its impact was undeniable. Unlike many influenza strains, it struck down healthy adults. Imagine waking up with a fever, chills, and body aches, only to find your condition rapidly deteriorating. Your lungs fill with fluid, your skin turns blue, and you struggle for every breath. Hospitals, overwhelmed by war casualties, were ill-prepared. Makeshift infirmaries were set up, but they were no match for the pandemic. The world watched in horror as the death toll mounted. Mass graves were dug, unable to keep pace with death. The air was thick with the stench of decay. Governments implemented quarantines, mask mandates, and social distancing, but the virus continued its deadly rampage. By the summer of 1919, 50 to 100 million people had perished. The world had been forever changed. The Spanish flu forced humanity to confront its vulnerability and the need for global cooperation. Chapter 3: The Unseen Future, a Looming Threat. As we stand on the precipice of the future, we are reminded that the history of humanity is inextricably intertwined with the history of infectious diseases. From the bubonic plague to the Spanish flu, these microscopic adversaries have shaped civilizations, decimated populations, and left an indelible mark on the human psyche. In the 21st century, we face a new era of infectious diseases, one characterized by globalization, urbanization, and the increasing interconnectedness of our world. The emergence of novel viruses such as SARS, MERS, and most recently COVID-19 serves as a stark reminder that the threat of pandemics is ever present. The COVID-19 pandemic, which began in late 2019, has had a profound impact on the world, disrupting lives, economies, and healthcare systems on a global scale. It has forced us to confront our own mortality, to reevaluate our priorities, and to acknowledge the interconnectedness of our world. But the COVID-19 pandemic is not just a story of devastation and loss. It is also a story of human resilience, ingenuity, and the power of scientific collaboration. In record time, scientists around the world mobilized to develop vaccines and treatments, while healthcare workers on the front lines worked tirelessly to save lives. The development and deployment of effective vaccines against COVID-19 is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the importance of investing in scientific research. These vaccines offer a glimmer of hope, a path towards a future where we are better equipped to prevent and control pandemics. However, the fight against infectious diseases is far from over. The threat of emerging and re-emerging diseases is ever present, and the possibility of a future pandemic, potentially even more devastating than COVID-19, cannot be ignored. We must learn from the lessons of the past, strengthen our public health infrastructure, invest in scientific research, and promote global cooperation if we are to mitigate the threat of future pandemics. The future of humanity depends on our ability to recognize the interconnectedness of our world and to work together to address the challenges that lie ahead. Outro. The never-ending battle from the Black Death to the Spanish flu and now COVID-19. History has shown us time and again the devastating power of infectious diseases. These microscopic adversaries have shaped civilizations, decimated populations, and left an indelible mark on the human psyche. Could a future supervirus destroy humanity? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: we must remain vigilant, invest in scientific research, and strengthen our global health infrastructure if we are to mitigate the threat of future pandemics. The fight against infectious diseases is a never-ending battle, one that requires our collective effort and unwavering determination. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think in the comments below.